Welcome to your Friday edition of the Sport Rep Show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, and I will be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. And now for your latest on the hit list. Today on the hit list, we start off, that is, with the Debmarine Namibia Premiership. The Debmarine Namibia Premiership will continue this weekend with some exciting matchups outside Windhoek. This season has already produced some incredible matches, and again this weekend is expected to be testament of that. African Stars will host rivals Eshoke Chula Chula in what is expected to be a match of the weekend. The two teams meet at the Independence Stadium at 1600 hours on Saturday. Young African FC battles KK Palace at Khobabas, while Mighty Gunners takes on Young Brazilians on Saturday, with Bucks Buccaneers hosting Blue Boys at 1900 hours. FC Ongos will battle Cockatops at the Escavier Stadium, while Tigers host Julinho Sporting. More matches will also continue, that is on Sunday, but you will hear that on Saturday's wrap-up show in the Sunday drop section. And now we move on to boxing. Obviously this week there has been a lot said. Two of MTC Nesta Sunshine Boxing Promotions fighters have high-profile boxing bouts slated for USA and Germany over the next 2 months. Jeremiah Nakathila and Paulus John Jolominas will have their medal tested in big international bouts beyond and African borders. Former world title contender Nakathila will trade leather with American Abdullah Mason on 7 June in Norfolk, Virginia, before Jolominas will square off against Germany's Simon Zeugenhuber in an international super middleweight bout in Heidelberg on 19 July. We have footage for you from the press conference produced by Maria Ngula.
Just here to announce one of the biggest fight coming up for the MT Sunshine Boxing and Fitness Academy, co-sponsored by PST Bet. Boxing is about entertainment. Of course, put our country on the map, develop boxing in the country, and of course, put this kid, give them a chance to fight for big fights. And so this year we promise big things when it comes to boxing. So we started already here when we had a tribute to our late founding father. That fight was a huge fight. And of course, as you can see, after that fight, we got boxers now rated in a double BC, double BO, and so on. And of course, now we are here to announce one of the two of our international fights. We involve our top boxers in Jeremiah Nakathila and John Paulines Jolnimus. There's a fight coming up for John on the 19th July in Germany. And then we have another fight coming up for Jeremiah Loki Nakathila in the USA, Kenya. Of course, this fight, the international fight, and of course, you don't just get this fight, you come from Norway and get this fight. You qualify for this fight. Nobody will just call you to go and collect a check overseas. You have to earn it. So our boxers, they earn it. You can see now, Loki Nakathila have been on that stage for a very, very long time. Where he fought, he was a double B global champion, double B Africa champion. He was rated number 2 in the world when he fight Shakur Stevens. And of course, he went back to USA. Then he fought a Bachelor where he won. He knocked out Bachelor. Was that fight ending a lot of points? Because in boxing, you also earn stars, So if you can see this,
I'm happy to hear news that I'll be fighting again. There's nothing under the sun. I've been fighting in the USA for a while now. I've been fighting at that stage. There's nothing to intimidate me when it comes to the fight of this magnitude. I also want to thank my promoter, Mr. Nessa Topis, and myself for securing a fight of this magnitude. So it's not easy, just like Sunshine said, one have to deserve fighting at this level, at that level. You don't just get a call, but you have to deserve it, and we deserve to fight at that level. So I'm preparing well. I'm preparing hard with SBK, Niki Natangwe. We are busy at the gym as well as our sparring partners, the Mukungus. Yeah, so there's no doubt. If I have to just open, you see how ready I am. I'm ready. With this remaining time, just go and monitor a few things and maintain our weight and the fitness level. I'm top shape now right now, so I'm looking forward to this fight, and I still have to prove a point when it comes to fighting at this level. I've won before fighting at this level, and I'm looking forward to do it again come the 7th of June.
Martian is a prospect, a top prospect in the world, one of the most dangerous boxer. And of course, all the boxers are dangerous. Of course, we've got different skills, we've got different power, we've got the different talent and so on. And of course, Loki, he come a long way, like I say, but he still have a lot, a lot of left in the tank. He can still go. We saw him in the training. He's training twice a day. Now he's coming from the gym, preparing for this fight on the 7th June in the USA. So we can only wish him well. And of course, this is a good fight coming right time for him, where nothing was happening when he come to boxing the opponent. I know he lost his last fight in the USA, but after that, he have three impressive wins. And of course, he was undefeated in his last three fights. Of course, that's why he got this fight also. So Loki is ready. Of course, he still have 3 weeks to prepare. Yeah, for sure, we'll be in a great shape come the 7th June, USA. And of course, USA for him, it's not the first time he fight there. So it's a second home for him when he comes to boxing. Of course, then we talk about John John. John John is our top boxer in Namibia. He's rated number 4 by WBO. That's in the super middleweight. He got a chance now to go and demonstrate his skills, boxing ability in Germany when he's going to fight Simon Huber. He's also undefeated boxer himself. Got 26 fights, 26 wins, 16 knockouts. John John is also undefeated, 19 fights, 17 by knockouts. Of course, this fight is going to be between undefeated boxers. It will be over 12 rounds. It will be a regional title, maybe WBC International or WBO International, WBO Global. They have to confirm the title, but it will be over 12 rounds.
Boxing update. A good news for John John for the big opportunity. His promoter said everything. So we have enough time. This is a good fight for us, for the whole Namibian, also maybe Africa, also Africa at large also. We are one. For now, we are just put work in together with my coaches and teammate with sparring partners and everything. We polish everything. So we We have no excuses for anything else. We have to be ready, and once we are going there, no doubt, we are going for the war, just for the victory to bring it.
And now we'll go for a short break, and after that it is our JSB Bet segment with Brian Munango and Javon Wilson.
In the Mix Africa, Brian Munango and Javon Wilson, we are back to make sure that you guys are sorted for the weekend, giving you the best bet tips, and hopefully you guys can make some money. With this one, we are close to the run-in. The Premier League is almost done. The leagues are almost done, but that doesn't mean football is done. We still have the FIFA Club World Cup that's upcoming, and there's a lot to look forward to. I am joined, like I said earlier, by Javon Wilson, who's probably going to be helping us make some money this weekend. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm pretty well. Glad to be back. Yeah, as you said, like towards the tail end, some of the clubs have won the respective leagues already. I saw some outstanding football this season, especially from Barcelona and some others. So yeah, and as you said, we're also looking forward to the FIFA an expanded club World Cup, and also the UEFA Women's Euros. We're going to have some nice promotions there for the guys during the off season.
JSB making sure the people are sorted. So like Javon said, stay tuned. Make sure you are updated with the socials because everything will be updated there. We're not going to be wasting any more time. Let's start off with refer a friend and get $100.
Yeah, so basically as it says there on the screen, you can sign up your friend or get your friend signed up onto JSB. You get the $100 Namibian free bet. They get the 150 sign up bonus plus 25 free spins, which they can use on the casino side of things. But you need to at least have played, throughout your journey with us on your personal account. So you sign up your friends, get $100 free bets, and yeah, you can make some money there.
I think I have a couple of friends that I might. Michelle is first on my list. I'll try and see if I can get her to sign up. And then the match of the week this weekend. I think this is a very straightforward match of the week, Javon Wilson. I'm going to ask you for your prediction on the Manchester United game versus Chelsea. So viewers, how it happens is you share your comment with your prediction, tag 3 friends, either on Facebook or on Instagram. And at the end of the day, if you got this correct, you win yourself $1,000 in free bets. Hopefully, if you are the only one, like the Barcelona game, the match of the week for Barcelona that was last week, we only had one winner who got the prediction correct, and he predicted 4-3 in favor of Barcelona, and he walked away with $1,000 in free bets because no one else challenged him. So yeah,
that is correct. Yeah, so it's a tough game. I mean, you look at it this way. Chelsea and United are both playing next week in the European finals. So you just don't know what the coaches might think. You want to rest some players. Nothing really to play for. I mean, maybe Chelsea have a little bit of a chance there that they can perhaps get Champions League football. United really we're safe from relegation. Yeah. It's shocking for me to say that. So I'm not sure if we will play our first team there. I don't think Amarin will do that. So the best bet for me personally would be both teams to score.
Both teams to score. Well, on a more like accurate note, I'm going to say 2-2, both teams to score with Javon. I think it's going to be a draw. Chelsea have been very poor this season, and I don't think it's going to work well for them. Well, okay, we do have a big match that's upcoming this week, and that's the Europa clash between Tottenham Hotspurs against Manchester United. That will be on the 21st of May. I think that's the first final of these 3 trophies. Conference is only after this. Champions League is only end of the month. So yeah, Javon, thoughts on this game? Are we going through? Are we lifting our trophy? Or is Spurs going to have a thing to say about that?
Yeah, I know you're spot on. It's the midweek clash. We were playing first and then our respective European final. Then Chelsea will host or they'll play against Real Betis on the weekend. United Spurs. I first need to bring it back. To be an Arsenal supporter must be extremely difficult right now because you've thrown away the Champions League, you've thrown away everything, and now you have to choose between United, who give you so much banter, and the Spurs side, who are your arch rivals, winning a European title before you. So it's tough. I think United deserve it. I think we definitely, we're almost similar in the league position with Spurs, but I think United can clinch that title. and then we can clinch that Champions League football next season.
Arsenal fans, they are stuck between a rock and a hard place, like Javon said. But I also think Manchester United are going to win that game. The odds look very nice right now. So if you can jump on already and get those bets going. So we'll be having a look at how the Premier League is lining up this upcoming weekend. Very exciting games to look forward to. Aston Villa playing Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester United, we did mention. United odds to win at 7. So if you want to be brave and take a risk, you can go with United to win that game. Everton, West Ham, and then Leicester also take on Ipswich. And then we also have Brentford taking on Fulham, with Arsenal taking on Newcastle for the Champions League fight day. But that's just one of the games. So without wasting any more time, Javon, please run us through your bet slip. I want to see, you were simple this time, nothing too crazy. So
yeah,
tell us
both teams
about
to
that.
score. As I said, as I mentioned earlier on, I went with the Chelsea and United match, both teams to score. Arsenal, Newcastle, as you mentioned now, it's a massive clash there for Champions League football next season. And then Villa and Spurs. I mean, I think that's an open game. Villa, a high-scoring team. Spurs, I think they might hit 1 or 2 there. They might also rest a couple of players for the final. But yeah, simple, $500, 2,300. I think that's good money that you can take into the week.
Very straightforward odds. You can also copy the bet code and you can place your bet. Well, I'm just going to quickly scan through mine so you guys can see what's going on there. I think I went for a similar thing. Villa to win, Everton to win, Nottingham Forest to win, and Leicester to win. Copy the code, get on, and 11 odds, $100 gets you 1,000. Well, that's all the time that Javon Wilson and I have for you viewers. We'll be seeing you guys next week. Same time, same place.
Today in the pipeline, Brian Munango and Shanae Botta discuss about the ACD event that's always taking place. Do we enjoy?
So viewers, for this one, I am joined by the Executive Director of ACDT, that's Africa Child Development Trust, and that's Sharnay Botta. Sharnay, thank you for joining us in studio, and you have a lot of information to share with us. This big event was coming for a long time. We postponed it for a little minute, but now it's officially back and it's officially set. So how are you doing, Sharnay?
Thanks, Brian. Yes, very excited to be here and excited to speak about our event that's finally happening.
Okay, as we all know, the important date, the big date is on the 26th. So just for the people that do not know what's happening on the 26th, just give us a bit more background information as to what the event is all about.
Yeah, so we have the annual ACE Charity Golf Day coming up on the 26th of June. So it's a corporate golf day for the purpose of raising funds for the African Child Development Trust and specifically our education project, where we reach around 60,000 children monthly with worksheets and educational materials. So the purpose of this golf day is to bring together groups of people that want to make a difference, interact, network, and then of course raise funds for our project.
Okay, well, before we do talk about what is going to happen on the day itself, just tell us what was the whole purpose behind having this whole initiative that you guys are having on the 26th?
So yes, like I mentioned, it is to raise funds for our project, and we want to bring together groups of the corporate groups and companies to network together and also to create awareness about the African Child Development Trust and what we do in Namibia with the children, so that we can get more partners on board to basically make our impact bigger in our country. Yes.
Okay. That sounds lovely. Well, for the day itself, I know it's too late to sign up teams now. You guys
we are sold out.
You guys are fully sold out.
Yes.
Okay, so can you just tell us what's going to happen on the day?
Yeah, so there's a lot of information, so I hope I remember everything. But yes, on the 26th of June, we will have the first golf day for annual ACE. We have 20 teams that entered, so we're very excited to welcome all of them and incredibly grateful to sell out on our first ever golf
event.
day.
Yeah.
So yes, and then we'll have golf the whole day. We'll have a few activations for the players on field with ESP entities and outside companies. So for example, we have Henny's on board, we have Shell on board, and we also have 3 hole-in-one prizes on the field. So we have, firstly, we have with Money Spike and Giant Bicycles, we have an e-bike that can be won if you get a hole-in-one. We have an advertising voucher with Synergy Marketing, and we also have a Shell fuel voucher that's up for grabs. Yes, I think everyone's most excited about the fuel. Yes.
So what's the value of the fuel voucher?
I think it's 50,000 if I remember correctly.
You remember correctly?
Yes, 50,000 Namibian dollars fuel voucher. That's up for grabs. But besides all the prizes, players are guaranteed to get a bunch of either, like on entry, they will receive with our Enjoy Travel entity, they'll receive membership with Enjoy as well as $1,000 accommodation voucher each player. They will also receive a Shell fuel voucher to the value of 300 Namibian dollars. And also 4 VIP tickets to the Namibia versus Italy game on the 27th of June with this in the Synergy Suite. Yes.
Wow.
So I mean, I don't know, like people are going to just get more out of this day than...
Definitely, there's a lot up for grabs. It's a lot of people are going to get from the event itself, organizing and getting everything ready for the special day itself. Are you guys ready? Is everything in place?
Yes, we are ready and very excited. We're also very grateful because we got 2 event sponsors on board.
You did say?
So we have Powerline Africa and AfriWallet that are jointly sponsoring the event so that we can have just to increase our funds that we are able to raise on the day. And also AfriWallet is sponsoring 100 Namibian dollars to each player on their AfriWallet cards.
Sure. Well, that's I think it's beautiful that you guys are sold out. There's no space for any more teams. Please tell me, this is not the first and the last one. This is going to be, this is the start of something that's now going to be every year from now on, if I'm not mistaken.
So we're hoping that this will be an annual event. That is the aim, and we already. It's too early to say, but the success of this event already being sold out, we are very hopeful that next year it will be even bigger, more people on board, to give the players even more on the next event. So that's the hope, but we are extremely grateful how this event is already turning out.
I think I can definitely agree with you on that one, because the first event and all the 20 teams are already sold out. So is there anything else you'd like to share with the viewers before we let you leave?
Yeah, so please stay tuned on ACDT social media pages and African Child Development Trust. For any other events that are happening, if there are more corporates that would like to sign up, we can try and make a plan on how you can still be involved, whether it's as a team or on the field and activation. So please stay in contact, stay tuned. We will share information as we go along.
Okay, well, Shanae, thank you for joining us in studio. You guys heard it from Shanae herself. Tune in, check out the Facebook social media page. If you guys still want to be involved, there still could be a way for you to be involved. Just reach out and you'll get a response from the team itself. But from us here in studio, it is goodbye, and we'll be seeing you guys on the 26th of June.
Also in the pipeline, we have some rugby action taking place this weekend, and it will be in Walvis Bay. This weekend we'll also see the NIU Premier League battles in Windhoek and other areas. NTV will broadcast a match between Kudus and FNB Wanderers in Walvis Bay, with other matches updates also expected to be shown live. That is on the Saturday wrap-up show. Ariel Hart is on standby with the latest international news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.
Taking flight has never been easier. Paratus is introducing Sky-Fi internet packages with speeds that will have you reaching for your seatbelts, starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Sky-Fi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more, or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared. Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. Italian Open, that's continuing. It will be the finals on Saturday and Sunday. And first, let's go to the men, and it's number 1 seed in the men's division, Yannick Sinner, playing at home in Rome, and he showed exceptional form. He beat Casper Ruud in the quarterfinals by 6-love and 6-1. It's quite a comprehensive win, taking into consideration Casper Ruud won the previous ATP tournament, the Madrid Open. And it is Yannick Sinner that will play against Tommy Paul of the United States. So he will play against him in the semi-final. Tommy Paul beating Hubert Hurkacz in the quarterfinals. Number 2 seed in the tournament, also still in the tournament, it is Carlos Alcaraz of Spain, and he will play another Italian, Lorenzo Mazzetti, in the other semi-final for a place in the final, and that will be on Sunday. In the women's side of the draw, it's confirmed who will play in the final on Saturday. It is Coco Gauff of the United States that will play against Yasmin Puolini of Italy. It was Coco Gauff that beat Qinwen Zheng by in 3 tough sets, 7-6, 4-6 and 7-6 to advance to the final on Saturday. And then it's Yasmin Puolini, as she played against Peyton Stearns of the USA. She beat her 7-5 and 6-1. On to golf news. It's the second men's major of the year. It's the USPGA that started. Round 1 is completed, and the leader after the first round is Jonathan Vegas. He is from Venezuela. He came in with a 64. That is 7 under par. 2 shots behind him, Cameron Davis of Australia on 5 under par. Then Luke Donald and Ryan Fox of New Zealand on 4 under par. Some of the higher profile players, it is Scotty Scheffler, the world number 1, had 69, that is 2 under par. Bryson DeChambeau, even par for the first round. And then Rory McIlroy, the Masters defending champion, who won the Masters recently. He battled a bit, he had 3 over par, and that was 74 in his first round. Southern African interest, Garrick Hugo, the best with a -2. That is Garrick Hugo and Eric van Rooyen, and also Christian Besaidnot on 1 under par. To conclude today's international sports news, it is soccer news. Finals of the FA Cup being played this weekend on Saturday. It's a men's final on Sunday. It's a women's final. The men's final on Saturday will see Manchester City that will play against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, in their history of 120 years, have never won a major trophy, so it's a big game for them, trying to win their first ever FA Cup. And then in the women's final on Sunday, it will be defending champions Manchester United that will play against Chelsea, and that game is on Sunday. Both games will be played at Wembley. That's international sports news for today. We talk international sport again on Monday. Have a great sport weekend. Goodbye.